Lisa Phillips is with us. Lisa, good evening.
Thank you.
Great to have you with us. The author of the book called This Fantastic Confidence Coach. Vivian, you're busting to ask some questions as well.
I was reading up on it. It's fantastic, by the way.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I think it's so important. And it made me want to ask you a few questions about...
Sure.
You had quoted that you felt that confidence was, quote, an inside job. Meaning that people have to work on it themselves.
Yes.
Did you always have confidence, or is it something that you've had to work on yourself as well?
Absolutely something I've had to work on. I was definitely not one of those people that was born with confidence. In fact, I was the awkward one. I was that sort of girl at school that just felt that I didn't fit in. You know, it didn't help that I had the nickname, I think it was Specky Four Eyes, No Boobs, all the way as I was going through school. I was bullied at work. I was in a toxic relationship for 5 years. So it wasn't actually until I realised there was one common denominator in my lack of confidence, and that was me. So I wasn't till about, I think I was about sort of my mid-30s when I sort of thought, OK, I really need to do something about this and build up my confidence from the inside out.
Is that the same for all of us? Do we go through a crisis before we realise there's really a problem there? I've got to work. Some of us have the courage to do that and some of us don't. How did you find that courage?
It sort of got to the stage where I hit rock bottom and I sort of I want to feel good, you know. I was sick of not feeling good, and I think you're right. That is a stage that many of us get to, that we get so fed up of feeling bad and we think, OK, we've got to do something now. It's almost like you have to be flat on the floor or depressed before you do something about it. So, yeah, it's that point where you just go, you know, I can't take it anymore. I want to feel good. And
you feel that in dysfunctional relationships at work, or it could even be something in the neighbourhood, and you're subconsciously saying, I'm busting to move, but you never get to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And then the neighbour from hell comes along
Absolutely.
and then triggers you into reaction.
It can be an emotion as well. Maybe you're just fed up of not feeling confident. Maybe you're fed up of low self-esteem. Maybe you're just fed up of beating yourself up all the time.
Yeah, and what happens even if someone is fed up? Do you think that some people have roadblocks that simply continue to stop them from moving through that and reaching the other side?
Quite honestly, most of us as human beings just get used to feeling bad. We're just used to it. We're so used to not feeling good the whole time that we get used to negative feelings, negative emotions.
Or give up.
Yeah, and we give up. But, you know, that inner being inside of you doesn't give up. That inner being will knock, and your body will keep saying to you, come on, listen in. You can do it. And that's often then people go, OK, enough, I need to do it.
I'm busting to say something here. It's almost a cute thing. I'm not sure if this happens in England or Europe, but I often see that in Australia because I think we're a pretty humble lot. But when you can say to somebody, gee, you look great in that top, and the first thing they'll say is, oh, this old thing. Why do we do that?
We're not very good at receiving praise.
Yeah. Is humans generally?
Yes, I would say so. I mean, there's two parts to that question. First of all, we're not very good at receiving praise. If somebody does give us a compliment, we tend to go, oh, no, this old thing, or no, I don't. Second reason, we're not very good at giving ourselves praise. I mean, I sort of ask people today who are watching the show, when's the last time you actually come home from work, maybe you got the kids off to school or something like that, and you said to yourself, well done? When's the last time you gave yourself a pat on the back?
Exactly, yeah.
So we're not good at sort of giving it to ourselves, and we're not very good at receiving it from other people. We shuck it off.
Do women handle it better than men?
I think women are better at talking about it. I think women are better at talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm finding over the years men still struggle with confidence exactly the same as women, but they tend to keep it inside.
Yeah. We've got a massive suicide problem at the moment.
Absolutely.
With men, more so than women.
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion about that? Is that too much of a loaded question?
No, absolutely. I've got an opinion on lots of things. I have got an opinion on that. I think men, particularly I've seen in Australia, coming from the UK, tend to keep it all inside. So they don't speak about their issues. Perhaps they feel they have to be this, I don't know, this sort of big, strong man or something like that. And it eats away at you. Yeah. It eats away at you inside, and then people, you know, get depressed, they don't feel good, and they can't see a way out.
But do you think is there an answer for that? Like, how do we solve that problem?
Again, giving people the support, the help that they need, and also I work with a lot of people with depression. It's getting them back to feeling good again.
Yes.
And that it's they deserve to feel good.
Do animals play a part in that?
Oh, hugely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now I'm a big cat fan, mad cat lady. Animals are high vibrational. They're one of the best vibrations that you can feel. They're high. You know, if you're down, if you're sad, if you're depressed, stroke a cat.
Yes. And what about exercise?
Good as well.
Yeah.
You know, get yourself
You're never
moving.
too old, are you, to get out there and just, you know...
No.
It might sound a little bit corny, but I'm seeing a few people who are well in their 60s and they look amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's all about doing something that makes you feel good, regardless of what it is.
I was just at the gym today, and it was the middle of the day. I had a rare day off work, which was great, and I noticed that it was filled with men in their 60s and 70s, and they were fit.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so just getting back to the men for a minute, I often find sometimes people project confidence when maybe it's the reverse.
Absolutely.
And, you know, and if people actually, if those men took the initiative to work at finding a way to develop true self-inner confidence, what are the benefits?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, not just for men, to be quite honest, for everybody. It's finding that inner confidence, that inner self-belief. It's like a rock inside of you. When you don't have confidence, you're like a feather. You get blown around.
Yes.
I often say to people, my clients, or when I speak, real confidence makes you feel frisky. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel high vibrational.
It's also infectious, isn't it?
Totally
people
infectious.
Just love
Absolutely. It just makes you feel good about yourself. You're kinder to yourself. You're nicer to yourself. You make better decisions. And you won't put up with anything that doesn't make you feel good.
So is confidence about being the life and the soul of the party?
Absolutely not. You know, we have this idea. I have people that come to me, I want to be this extrovert. For me, confidence could just be about learning to say no. You know, maybe your friends want you to go out one night and you're so worried that they won't like you. But real confidence is being able to go, no, I'm staying in tonight.
Yes.
So do you think that people actually feel more confident when they're around more confident people?
Probably the opposite. Because we're so good at comparing ourselves, because we're so good at putting ourselves down, we tend to look at other confident people sometimes and we compare ourselves, and then because we all beat ourselves up, we tend to knock our own confidence.
So what would you say are the 3 top tips to becoming a confident person?
Okay, good question. First of all, praise yourself more. It's so simple. It really is simple. Every time you praise yourself, you give a boost to your confidence muscle. Come out of the bathroom, wash your hands, look in the mirror, say something nice instead of beating yourself up.
People say that too.
Yes,
and
just
they
be
say
nice
it
to
really
yourself.
works.
It is. It can be quite confronting.
Yes.
Even if it's something small.
That's actually really important. You don't have to have run a marathon or done something amazing. Just say to yourself, hey, I got out of bed today.
Yes.
I'm here.
You look in the mirror and you say, I feel good about you today. It might sound a bit funny, but even when you say it, it's a nice thing to say.
Yes, it is. It raises your vibration. It makes you feel better.
And if your garden is dying, you can say, palms and trees, look at how good you are in my vegetable garden. I've seen farmers do that.
Yes, and it works.
Yes,
it
absolutely
absolutely works,
as long as you
doesn't
plant
it?
on a new moon.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that. Most mornings when I get up and I'm dressed and I walk out the door, I go, I got up, I had a shower, I got dressed.
Beautiful.
But
Beautiful.
You know, if you are going to the gym, that's a good thing, and you are getting results, you actually, and I've done this myself, you think, oh, gee, I'm looking like I
absolutely.
should get a bit more confidence up here, and it does feed on itself.
It gives you a little bit of a boost. It's no point in going to the gym if you go and you don't enjoy it and you're not having fun. It has the opposite effect. But if you're going to the gym and you enjoy it and it makes you feel good, then absolutely it will boost your confidence.
Lisa, thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
Sharing it with us. If you'd like to access more about the Confidence Coach, Lisa Phillips is on our website, All About You website, and the details are on our screen as well, www.allaboutyouraus.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, my pleasure.
I hope
Thanks
to see
so
you
much,
again very soon.
Lisa. And I would also love to see more children going to you.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
To do some work around their confidence so they grow up to be confident adults.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for coming in.
Thanks.